Andrew Gilligan, who's been brought back in to advise Number 10, has always been anti HS2. He says that the HS2 now costs more to build than the value of the benefits it will deliver. And I think that's a reasonable. I think it's reasonable if that is the case, and he has the paperwork to prove it. Then it makes perfect sense to get rid of it. It makes perfect sense. Gilligan said in a paper that keeping HS2 would be keeping the white elephant to prop up the red wall or something like that. All the sections of HS2 where main construction has not started, he said, should go, and that would save £3 billion a year, £44 billion spread over the period of time that it would be taking to build HS2. And that's assuming the costs don't increase as the years go on, which of course they will do. So in fact, the overall saving will be significantly more. Now, Gilligan does have other bees in his bonnet, and he's very keen on closing what he calls 1950s style ticket offices. I think he's wrong in that, but you can't be right in everything. And there is a general idea in the rail industry that Gilligan is only interested if he's upsetting people. And when he had conversations with officials in the HS2 management, apparently all he did was pick holes in what they were trying to do. Well, that seems perfectly reasonable. If you can't defend your project against somebody who's picking holes in it, then presumably the project is in poor shape. The HS2 project apparently was ruled by some sort of dictatorship, some sort of group of people who would not admit that there was anything wrong or worrying. He said the line will not be green, it won't greatly benefit the economy, and most remarkably of all, it will probably make your journey slower, not faster. What an excellent conclusion. And therefore, of course, it shouldn't be built in its present form. It's a shame it wasn't trimmed long ago. It should have been trimmed in 2020, when I think he first wrote a paper about it, or 2019. And the HS2 people, of course, detest Andrew Gilligan. And now he's back in power. Well, there is no hope for HS2 now. Unless, of course, when Labour come in, they revive it. But I cannot see that happening somehow. I think people will be only too happy to have got rid of an unnecessary white elephant.